321. All right, so check it out. We're going to talk about the Sig P320 Voluntary Upgrade, not a recall.
Upgrade.
Hit the intro. All right, we're back. So check it out. Everybody knows about all the problems that the Sig P320 has because of the internet, YouTube mainly. When you drop them at a funny angle like this, at certain times it could go off.
Bam.
Bam. And it was pretty funny. We had all kind of cool memes, and a lot of people did a lot of videos. They took their real nice guns. They went out there, they dropped it on concrete. They was hitting it with a hammer. One of the funniest videos is Coda Boy 32 taking a hammer and hitting his own personal Sig P320, and it kind of hurt him when he was hitting it. He's kind of like, but so on this YouTube channel, we are not going to be dropping our Sig P320. We're not going to be hitting it with a hammer.
Nope.
But mainly what we're talking about is this is Amy's this was her everyday carry gun. It's what she liked. I really liked it. We did a video on it a few months ago. And one of the things I said in the video is I said, this could be, if you could only have one gun, this could be a good option for somebody that wanted a concealed carry gun, a home defense gun. I thought this was an excellent all-around gun. And so Sig comes out with this thing, not a recall. Voluntary upgrade. And so she sends him her request for, what'd you send it into the...
Sig Sauer website.
To the Sig Sauer website. Because she wanted to get her gun fixed because you actually stopped carrying this, right? This is not your everyday carry gun because... Tell us why you stopped carrying it.
Well, I mean, as a gun owner, and, I am 100% responsible for that gun. And obviously, there's this voluntary upgrade. There's something wrong with it. So, as a gun owner, gun carrier, I'm not going to carry it. I don't feel safe. But
it's Sig in their response to you was 100%. It's 100%.
Oh yeah, they said it's still okay to carry.
Still safe to carry.
Fine,
but send your gun in for a voluntary upgrade.
That's right.
And what I'm going to tell you, we're going to read you the email here in just 1 second. You think you pull that up?
I got it.
Okay. So one of the things I'm going to tell you, as a dumb hillbilly that doesn't know a lot of stuff, I've been around for a while, but I don't know a lot of stuff. I don't manufacture guns. I'm not a mechanical engineer. But when she bought this gun, I was sitting there looking at it. We were going down the road. We were driving down the road in her Honda Civic, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, Sig must have figured something out. Because for as long as I can remember, companies like Glock and these other companies that had the little, somebody's coined the phrase, the little thing on the trigger. They started calling it a dingus. That's the name that it has. And I was told a long time ago that was in case you dropped the gun. The word inertia would not, the force of the gun hitting the ground wouldn't cause the trigger to fly to the rear of the gun.
Bam.
And set it off. Bam. Now, I knew this. And I was looking at this, and Sig Sauer, a large firearms manufacturer, puts a gun out with just this plain old trigger in it. And I thought, they got to have something figured out, right? It's Sig Sauer. They're a major firearms manufacturer. They got to have something figured out. Obviously, they didn't because... a year later.
Voluntary upgrade.
Yeah, and I'm not dissing this gun. It's a really nice gun.
I love it.
It's very accurate, but man, Sig Sauer really dropped the ball on this. So read to us what they told you when you was ready for it.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended.
Okay, so it's this. They sent this to me a month ago. It's been a month ago today.
1 month ago today.
Is when I did this. It says, no further action is required for you at this time. You will receive an email from Sig Sauer at a later date that will include a prepaid shipping label and instructions to return your P320 pistol and any caliber exchange kits that you have. It may take many weeks for you to receive this next communication, but we won't forget about you. Sig will not begin the upgrade process for a few weeks as we prepare to make this upgrade. Once your P320 is shipped and received at Sig Sauer, the turnaround will be approximately 4 to 6 weeks. The lengthy process is due to the high volume of pistols in the marketplace. Transit times may vary depending on your geographic location and receipts on your return pistol. In the meantime, your Sig Sauer pistol is safe to carry and use as originally configured from the factory. Thank you, Sig Sauer.
All right, thank you, Sig Sauer. That was 1 month ago, and you haven't heard anything else from them.
Nope. They send me nice emails on here's some more stuff you can buy,
Yeah,
but
here's some more expensive. Here's my thing about it. 4 to 6 weeks really seems like a long
it's
time.
a month and a half.
It could be, yeah, it's at least a month and a half. And this was my point in the video that we made about this. Now, I do love this gun, but if you bought this gun as your one and only gun and everybody's not like
that was my gun,
yeah. Amy actually has another gun she can carry, but the point of it is that if somebody out there bought this gun for self-defense, home defense, for concealed carry, now you got to send it back and wait 6 weeks.
What are you going to do,
It just seems like a real black eye to Sig. People kind of, I don't know that they forgot about it, but, the memes have stopped. I hope people fire the memes up again. But in this video, I would be curious, if you're a Sig P320 owner, write in the comments below. Tell us, do you still carry it for one? Because I think
I do not.
She does not. I think if it was mine, I would probably still carry it because the chances of dropping it in a fashion that would have it go off is very small. But
slim to nothing, but it could happen.
That's right.
It's a chance I'm not willing to take.
You pull it out, and somebody slaps it out of your hands, and it goes flying through this gun's unloaded, but it goes flying through the air and lands like this and shoots you right in the keister. It could be a problem. But it feels like a real black eye that people's really, why, and I want to know why they couldn't just send you they're supposedly just replacing the trigger, is what I hear.
They're making it a lighter trigger?
That's what I heard. It's all just rumor and innuendo.
The rumor on Google.
Yeah, the rumor on Google. Rumor and innuendo is that they're just going to make a lighter trigger, that the inertia will not force it to go backwards because this trigger's too heavy. Now, why couldn't they just send you another trigger? Because this gun, this was the whole point. It's not the whole point. But one of the points of this gun being so neat is it had this modular system. And you could pull this pin out. And I'm doing this live. Almost live. And that's it. So I feel like somebody ought to be able to replace it themselves. Amy has a master's degree. She could replace a trigger, right? Right?
Maybe.
Well, because it's a funny joke around here. We made a list of things she can't do with a master's degree. But I just feel like 4 to 6 weeks is pretty unacceptable.
And it's already been a month. So let's say they email me today. That's 2.5 months. Like, what am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
I'm very fortunate to have other guns to carry, but what about those people that don't? They're just SOL.
That's what it is. And look, this gun has got so much. It's got so much, not necessarily heat, but because this is a version of this is going to be the new firearm for the United States military, for most branches of it. And
on paper, it's a great gun.
It is. I still think it's a good gun. I think it's a. Let me tell you where the big letdown is. Is that some dumb. You
having problems there? I'm
having real problems. There it goes.
That's how I feel every day.
Yeah, that's how you feel every day having a Sig gun. But this is how I feel. I feel like a company, like I knew that inertia could. That's why Glock had the tab on the triggers. What I've heard for years, and I feel like that a company. This is live, people. Almost. We're not gonna. We had intended on doing a live video, and so people could comment in, and we do not have enough internet bandwidth, or it's just not going to work. So we're going to post this video. Yeah, big crap out to Comcast and AT&T for not having good service out here. But we're not live. So, but look, post your comments and
let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you're going to do. If you're a Sig P320 owner, do you still carry it? And what do you think about the 4 to 6 weeks to turnover? It just seems like a lot to me. It just really does.
I bet it's going to be another month before they email me. What do you think?
I don't know. It is probably high volume. It probably is a big deal for them, but
because I guess that was a big deal. Like, okay, is that the first Sig pistol that you can take out the little that has the modular
Yeah,
system?
it was a new thing, but man, I feel like this should have been addressed at the drawing board. I feel like a company with mechanical engineers and people that are designing pistols should have had this figured out before now. Like, it shouldn't have been. What was the company?
They're scientists.
It was Omaha something. The people on YouTube. There was some YouTube company that first started. I don't know if they're a YouTube company. There's something, but they were the first ones to figure out that if you dropped it, it would go bang. And I don't know. I really like this.
Which
gun.
you initially thought that all along, right? That's.
Well, I didn't know. I looked at it and I thought maybe they have something figured out that they don't know. I wondered that the very first day. I was like, it doesn't have any kind of the XDs, the Smith and Wesson M&Ps, all these guns, the Canics, they all have some kind of little thing on the trigger that the trigger won't move unless something's on the front of it. You can still actually.
I mean, that is a good trigger, though. You gotta admit that.
I mean, I like the trigger on it, and it was weird after we got this how much I like the trigger, and then some people didn't like it, but I really like it. It's a good little gun. I just feel like
it's probably my favorite gun, but you know, there it is. It just sits on the table. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and that's another thing. Make your comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think, and I don't know. What do you think, Amy?
I don't know. I wish Sig would hurry up. I'm ready to carry it again.
I mean, it's
a heavy gun.
It is. It's a heavy gun.
I pick it up, after some of the other guns I carry. This one's just heavy.
Heavy. I mean, I don't know. Okay, it is. Let's complain about it a little bit. For a subcompact, it's without
the smallest one they make.
Yeah, this
heavy.
is the smallest one they make, and I think it weighs as much as a Glock 19. Don't count me to that. You got Google. I don't know. But anyway, so check it out. You got anything else to say?
I don't think so.
All right.
Come on, Sig. Don't drop the ball.
Yeah, don't drop the ball, Sig. I mean, this is not a video bashing Sig at all. I just feel like they should have. I don't know what they should have done differently. I just feel like it's a problem that should have never existed, and
but here we are. Here it is.
Here we are, and so check it out. We're working on the range. We're redoing a bunch of stuff on the range, so hopefully we're gonna get some live fire videos out real soon. And I don't know, a bunch of stuff to do. It's real tough having a life and trying to do YouTube videos all at the same time. Working. It's tough, but hey, let us know what you think. Sig Sauer P320. It is not a recall. It's a voluntary upgrade. And when their AR-15 rifles are having a recall on the triggers. I mean, this is two in a row. So I will tell you this before we sign off. If this had been Glock, we would have never heard the end of it. If Glock had a problem like this, if this had been the Gen 5 Glocks, if you drop them and they go off.
Is Glock bigger than Sig?
It's not bigger than Sig, but this is where Glock messed up. Glock made their logo perfection. And anytime you do that, any little thing is...
Like, it's not perfection then.
Yeah. Not to bring Glock into the Sig conversation, but I will tell you this. If this had been a Glock problem, the internet would have took a lot. People's throwing a lot of forgiveness towards Sig, saying, it's because it's still safe to carry, right? It's what they say, but I can watch 10 videos right now of people dropping them, not very high at this angle, and igniting a primer. So, I don't know. Tell us what you think in the comments below. Hit that like and subscribe button because we got some good shooting videos coming up. I don't know how popular the talking videos.
The weather is getting cooler and the shooting's gonna get better.
Yeah, because it's down there at the shooting range, man. It's been nothing but skaters. I fractured my pinky finger. It's really made shooting. If it's not fun, I don't really.
I hurt my foot.
Yeah, it's just been a tough. We're just making excuses. We sound like a bunch of millennials making excuses.
I hate millennials.
You are a millennial.
I know, and I hate it.
But anyway.
But thank you all the millennials that are watching. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, check it out. But hit that like and subscribe button. Check it out. We got some good shooting videos coming up. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Thank you.
Hit it, Bill.
How do you like it?
I think it'll be just fine.
Ran about 14 minutes.
It's great. By the time we put the outro in here, it will be a 15-minute video.
15 on the dot. They can't even give away those iPhone 8s. Like, they are just trying to sell them, and they can't even give them away.
Because everybody wants to.
I know. Isn't that funny?